Happy 420. Happy Earth Day.
In this land we are counted. To it like you must make known. So many have been replaced with our money we ain't known. There's no reason to be anxious. Got to stand up and rise again now. All over the world, people are changing. Changing, my God, for the better. All over the world, people are changing. Changing for the better. To my people, we must say, there's got to be a better way. To my parents that are absent, in their children's upbringing will. To my children in this union, they got nobody to see them way. Oh God, it's almost over. Righteous people will rise again. Oh my God, all the people are changing. For the better one, all over the world, all over this world, people are changing. For the better we will, all over the world, all over the world, people are changing. For the better, my God, all over the world. All over my world, people are changing. All the better and well.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Earth Day. Today is Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. How's everybody doing? Happy birthday to my 13-year-old granddaughter, Riley, out in California.
Yes, happy birthday, Riley. I have not met you yet, but I will say happy birthday. I'm one of Ed's probably oldest and crabbiest friends, probably.
That's for sure, Daryl. So I'll tell you, we had a really...
I want to say...
Go ahead, Daryl.
Also, I just wanted to echo your comments a little bit earlier and say happy Earth Day and happy... it's a little bit nicer today than it was. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I wanted to just go ahead and say we had a really nice Earth Day cleanup on Tuesday. We had close to 25 or 30 participants throughout the day. We ended up, unfortunately, finding more trash than expected, so we only made it about halfway through our objective for the day, Daryl. We are looking at scheduling the second half of that community cleanup along the Bruce Vento Trail in Maplewood. We are not quite sure when that's going to happen. We're still trying to go ahead and hope that more outdoor gathering size limits get lifted as well. So that was a nice little stop gap video that our friend Corey made for us there during about the first half of our cleanup. Daryl?
Yeah, it was pretty fun to see the GoPro in action, and it was pretty cool to see it speeded up. And that's actual location, and up until the bridge took us about 2 hours to get to that point. So on Nikki's behalf and behalf of the city of Maplewood, we want to thank you and thank everybody for coming out and showing their support. So thank you all for participating, and thank you to those who have yet to participate, but we will do those periodically throughout different communities throughout the year.
Absolutely. And we would like to also go ahead and we want to give shout out to all of the people that came out and the community members that came out and offered their support as well. It was really fantastic that neighbors stopped and offered help. Neighbors stopped and offered to provide refreshments along the trail. When we were crossing the streets and the bridges, people were honking and waving and giving us the thumbs up. It was a really good community action. We did plan on going and supporting the Minnesota rally and help volunteer to help clean up after their event, but that did get canceled. They did cancel their event at about 3:15. They put out notice that their event was canceled. So most of us from the Wake and Bake cleanup crew, did not make it up to the Capitol steps for that event because the event was canceled. Daryl, you did, because you had already left because you were taking public transportation. So by the time I called you and let you know that it was being canceled, you were actually getting off the bus and you were just like a block away or so from Capitol, huh?
That is true, and we actually everything was pretty calm, and it was to our amazement after we passed the first barricade of National Guardsmen and got the wave on to go ahead. Then we seen about probably, I would say there was still about 100 folks there. So we sat and hung out and waited for the verdict of the Darylshulman trial.
Absolutely, Daryl. And as I'm sure the majority of the people that are watching today or watch this video, the guilty verdicts for all 3 counts came down, and instead of there being civil disobedience and unrest in the streets, there was some celebration that finally there was a move towards accountability for overuse of force by the establishment and the government with their law enforcement officers, Daryl. And so guilty, murder, manslaughter. So that did disrupt the day. It came right down to the specific day and the hour of 420 on 420. How more coincidental could it be? But for everybody's safety, I understand that we didn't want to go ahead and put any of our volunteers in potential danger, Daryl. So I applaud your and Nikki's leadership on that. Thank you for still making sure that if any of our people did show up at the Capitol, you were able to go ahead and make sure they got taken care of. Hi, Nikki. I see you in the background there.
It's hi, Nikki. I see you in the background.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hi, Nikki. Hey, what's up?
I'm from Weaver Elementary in Maplewood.
I don't know if you can hear her, but she said hi from Weaver Elementary in Maplewood. I can hear you, Nikki.
Oh, hey, Rocky. What's up, man?
What's up?
Good to see you in Wisconsin.
I know, right? So yeah, well, definitely. And we had some exciting news today. Actually, we passed our 8-6 today, guys. 8-6. We passed the educational committee, the education finance committee, because teachers are now starting to see the benefit of cannabis and cannabis education, just like they teach about other things like sex education and some other things in school. They see the benefit of teaching cannabis education. So with their help, it did pass its committee, and it's on its way to I believe, where's it going next, Ed?
It's going to the, I wanted to say the Judicial Committee, Public Safety Committee. Public Safety Committee.
Okay, yes.
It was early morning, Daryl. I seen that the notification got put out at 1:47 a.m., and you were right on top of it.
I put it out there at 2:12. So
well,
yes, I did. I got it right there.
Okay, you're a half hour behind, but good call, Daryl. Thanks for pulling that out. I was happy to watch it. I really every separate committee, different aspects get brought up, and you can see when especially when Ryan Winkler answers their question, how comprehensive this bill really is.
Right, and how fair it is. I mean, they know that everything that they're putting in this bill is things that they don't want because they've seen it happen in other states, or they've seen good things happen in other states. So the good things we're trying to keep in there, and the bad things we're kicking out of there as quickly as we can, with the understanding that we want to keep some of the social inequities pieces of it so that we can reinvest those cannabis dollars into neighborhoods that have historically been disadvantaged because of drug prohibition or marijuana prohibition.
Absolutely, Daryl. And, I wanted to go ahead and introduce our friend from Wisconsin, Rocky. He's here again today. Hello, Rocky. Happy 420, happy Earth Day. Today, Thursday. Woohoo!
Happy smoking.
Hey, Rocky, how are ya?
All right.
Hi.
Daryl and Nikki are doing some real good parenting. They're out at the ball field today.
Buy me some peanuts.
Yeah, we're not in the ball field, we're at the track field, but
Oh yeah, that's right. Girls on the run.
School parking lot. We're at the school parking lot.
actually Nikki calls it the school parking lot.
Oh.
It's even better.
Well, we're right by where we were on Tuesday. We're right near the Bruce Benzo Trail.
Yeah. Yeah, I did bring it. Nikki said we're right by where we're cleaning up on Tuesday. We're right by the Bruce Mental Trail.
Oh, that's great.
We just didn't make it up this far yet.
No, we went there.
Oh, we didn't go past here, didn't we?
We were there. You just don't see it.
No. Yeah. I have to look at my belly, I look at the sky. I gotta get a power cord, so I'm still with you. I'm still listening.
Well,
And are there any phone numbers or any people that we want to call this week and let them know that we care about cannabis legalization and about use.
well, we are talking about HF 600, the Adult Cannabis Use Legalization Bill, going through the Minnesota House right now. Its companion bill, SF 757, that's Senate File 757, is sort of just sitting in Warren Limmer's committee, and neither he nor Paul Gazelka really have any want to move it. We need to keep nudging them. There's a petition on a Minnesota Normal page to go ahead and send to Paul Gazelka, to try to urge him. And, we here on the Daryl and Ed's Wake and Bake show Thursday and Tuesday 420, we've always been saying, give Paul Gazelka's office a call, 651-296-4875. Give him a call, leave him a message, let him know that you support the medical and the recreational use of cannabis in the state of Minnesota. That's right, folks. Let them know that you support the medical and the recreational use of cannabis in the state of Minnesota. Right now, our medical cannabis program is really a study, and it's getting modified, and that's very welcome news to all of us. But we want to let him know that we also support that, because if we don't let them know that we support what they've already done, then why would they want to go ahead and keep doing good things for us, people? So please give them a call. Hey, Daryl, if they don't want to call Paul Gazelka, is there anybody else that you think that they should call? Because
I know here in Wisconsin you can call Terry Baldwin.
Yeah, that's not going to help us here in Minnesota very much unless we get it done at the national level there.
But hey, I'm having came from Wisconsin.
Man. Yeah, you have a good Wisconsin there.
Yeah, if you can get her to go ahead and twist some arms over here in our state to get them to pass it in our state, Rocky, good for you. But hey, I would say you'd probably be better off trying to get her to change the Wisconsin laws because they're not legal there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, hey. Let's do it. North Dakota, South Dakota.
We're talking about Wisconsin. I mean,
Yeah. What's that shirt you got on there? I can't see what it says. Does that say Vikings? It's Minnesota Vikings. Do you see that, Daryl? My dyslexia is kicking in. Minnesota Vikings.
For the record, I am not a Packers fan. It was just given to me for Christmas as a prank. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, guys. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. They suck, but I'm a Detroit Lions fan.
That's awesome. Nikki says she wants your sweatshirt because she's a Packers fan.
Well, next time her mom and I come up, we'll give her the hoodie because I don't want it.
Hey, Brandon, how's Earth Day in Michigan?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the road. Well, it looks beautiful. Thanks for joining us today, for sure. Good afternoon, Kenita. Happy Earth Day. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. We're just telling everybody Happy Earth Day. We're enjoying 420 on 4/22/2021.
May I ask, what exactly is Earth Day?
Earth Day is a recognition of human beings being kind to the planet. It started way, way back in the 70s, so I don't know if you're quite that old or not, Rocky.
So, a prime example of not good, like trash on the floor from A&W. We got food over here. Yeah, we got all sorts of stuff out here. All sorts of stuff.
Well, good.
Yeah. So that's not Earth Day. That is not Earth Day.
Well, if you clean up after yourselves and you try to use reusable or recyclable things, then that's a big step towards treating Mother Earth correctly, if you ask me. My opinion.
Well, technically, we do clean it up. We clean it up every Friday, and we have a bonfire. We clean up the whole back here. All four of us guys that we live where we live, and we'll come back here and we'll clean it up during the daytime, put it all in the bonfire, and then start the bonfire at night.
Well, sounds like you're doing your bit, at least on Friday nights.
Yeah.
The healthy fire. But no, Earth Day this year was in conjunction with climate change week, and that is also the opportunity for us to take, or at least get out of our petroleum or gasoline vehicles and to try to take public transportation or some form of recreational bicycling to just if we give up one day of not being in our cars, we save about 17,000 hours of however the ozone the emissions affect us. I'm not explaining it very well because I'm not very medicated. I usually talk a little bit more sense when I have a little bit more THC in me.
Well, Rocky, you tell us now how are things going on the cannabis advocacy in Wisconsin since you're online with us today. Might as well go ahead and ask you for a direct update. Is there any more forward progress? Because I heard the Republicans have basically told Tony Evers he can stick it right up his bill's arse.
Yeah, I believe Tony Evers is all for it, but the Republicans are kind of being hung.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, and that's unfortunate. We have that same thing going on over here in Minnesota.
Yeah, it seems that the surrounding states, the ones that connect between us two, have no problem passing it, but our two states, missed passing it because of the Republican parties.
So you said Tammy Baldwin. I think the last time that you were on, you were screaming Johnson.
Well, I'm not 100%. I'm stoned all the time.
Hey, man. That's it, man.
It's all good.
I don't know if they're Democrats or Republicans. I just shouted out.
Oh no, it's all good. We need support on both sides, but so far you've been telling us.
I know that Tammy Baldwin is goes for the gay communities and the LGBTs and stuff like that. So I figured, hell, why wouldn't she be interested in helping us with the legal pot situation?
That's interesting.
No, I totally hear you there. I totally believe that it's a good possibility that she would be a good candidate to get on the pro legalization side I'm pretty sure though, like when you were on last time, Johnson is definitely he's not. He'd be a big fight, a big no. But I'm going to tell you what. This is my prediction. My prediction. He's going to go ahead and retire from the Senate, and he's going to become one of the largest pot investors in the state of Wisconsin in the next 2 or 3 years. Just like John Boehner did, just like a whole bunch of them that got out of the national side. Now they're in the hemp and they're pushing for legalization, even though they were totally against it for decades. Not, but he's going to wait till he gets out, because that's how he'll make money by investing before it gets legal. But it's coming. Come on, folks. End prohibition, accept legalization.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
She was figuring out his mic, so. I mean, we're having a pretty good discussion. I mean, and Brandon stood with us. He's still with us.
Yes, sir. He's driving though, so we can't interrupt him. But we do have a nice view. It looks sunshiny there. That's great. Same with you, Daryl and Rocky. You're both out in the sun. I had to come on into my darned house to go ahead and do this from the computer. But I was outside until just a couple minutes before we went live, folks. I was outside enjoying this wonderful Minnesota spring day.
Well, thank God to go inside to do this, because it's actually really nice outside. So you should take your ass outside when you're done.
Well, I sure will. We
I'm supposed to say donkey on the school ground.
I was sure hoping that by the time we went live today, that there would possibly be a schedule update for any of our bills, any of the bills, not our bills, but bills that we would like to see get passed, both the medical side and on the legalization side. But it is only Thursday, and probably won't go ahead and get a schedule released until tomorrow afternoon. But I would look for, hopefully, the Public Safety Committee to take this up as quickly as possible. It's got great momentum, and it would be great to continue to force people to listen to us, to call Paul Gazelka. Please, folks, give him a call, 651-296-4875. That's Paul Gazelka. He's the Senate Majority Leader in the Minnesota Senate, and he is the roadblock to getting Senate File 757 moving through the Senate. Okay? It's gone through, I believe, 8 committees now, and it's on to its 9th. Is that correct, Daryl? HF 600, the companion bill, adult cannabis use legalization, Minnesota.
That is correct, Ed. We are on the way to our 9th committee, and that will be public safety, and that will be sometime either this week or next week.
Well, I hope so. Now, Daryl, we've talked about this in the past, how we feel like there's a very slim possibility that the Senate will actually pass it this session. However, if we can get it through the House and we can get it moving through the Senate, there's a better possibility of it then in the next part of the session, it getting put on, let's call it the front burner. There's been a lot of emergency stuff going on this last year. We got COVIDs, we had the civil unrest, we got all kinds of things. So, I think that there's an urgency to getting this accomplished. I think that there's a lot of social justice involved with the whole cannabis legalization issue, Daryl. So please, let me just say it one more time, and then I'll give it back to you and Rocky, Daryl. Please, folks, call Majority Leader Paul Gazelka, 651-296-4875. Give his office a call, leave them a message, let them know that you support Senate File 757. That's for the adult cannabis use legalization in Minnesota. Okay? He's the roadblock in the Senate. All right, Daryl. All right, Rocky. I'll let you guys chat. You guys got so much to catch up on. I'm going to go ahead and dip out for a second.
Actually, I'm pretty good here. I'm going to have to leave it really quickly to catch my daughters a couple minutes of her running around real quick. But I will definitely catch up with you guys again. And I thank you, Ed. I thank you, Rocky, for being on, and thank you, Brandon, for watching us.
Well, then let's go ahead and, I'll go ahead and play our little video from the other day. Oh, look at who's there. It's Nikki.
I don't know if you can see
Hi,
her, but
everybody.
Hi, everybody, she says.
Hi.
can you see her?
Hi, and
Yeah.
bye, and buen bonitos.
I do not know what that means, Mickey, but okay. Alrighty, well,
To get ready for.
good job, guys. Good show.
Then I'm gonna stop those people.
Oh God, we must be counted to be united and one. In this land we are discounted. Got to end our division amongst men now. So many have been replaced with the power of money we pay. There's no reason to be anxious. Got to stand up and rise again now. All over the world, people are changing. Changing, my God, for the better. All over the world, people are changing. Changing for the better. To my people, we are saved. There's got to be a better way. To my parents that are absent, in their children's upbringing will. To my children in this union, they got nobody to see them well. Oh God, it's almost over. Righteous people will rise again. Oh, All over this world, people are shaking. All the better we will. All over the world, all over the world, people are shaking. All the better, my God. All over the world, all over my world, people are shaking. All the better, well.